Hey guys, the White House correspondent for Today News Africa in Washington, D.C., Simon Oteba, has said that the major challenge confronting Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidency will be rebuilding Nigeria's international reputation. The Cameroonian-born journalist spoke during an interview with 90 Minutes Africa hosted by Randolph Okonkwo on Sunday. Hey guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Tinubu's major challenge as president will be to rebuild Nigerians' reputation in international community, Simon Oteba. The White House correspondent for Today's News Africa in Washington, D.C., Simon Oteba, has said that the major challenge confronting Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidency will be rebuilding Nigerians' international reputation. The Cameroonian-born journalist spoke during an interview with 90 Minutes Africa hosted by Randolph Okonkwo on Sunday. Oteba said that though the election that produced Tinubu as president-elect was far from perfect, the nation have to move on after the likely swearing-in of Tinubu on May 29, so that he will begin to rebuild the reputation of the country. The question is, he has been elected and he is likely to be sworn into office on May 29. So how do we move from there? He asked. Having said that, some of the challenges he would face would also have to do with the reputation of Nigeria. He will have to rebuild that reputation. People don't respect Nigeria anymore in the international community. Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa. I lived in Nigeria for many years, and I consider myself a Nigerian. Nigeria is the most important country in Africa, and when Nigerians can't hold a simple election well, you know there is a big crisis, Oteba said. The former news magazine journalist lamented the increasing difficulties in conducting international transitions to and from Nigeria as a result of the contentious collapse of the Naira. When I first came to the US, it was easy for me to send money back home to Nigeria, and people back home who have some of my cash could easily send them across to me here in the US. But for some years now, it has been very difficult to send money or even to receive them. So it has been very difficult to do business with the international community. The Naira has continued to collapse. So I would say that though it was a really bad election, as election redleaded with the irregularities, but the country will have to move on. Tinubu is likely to be sworn in, and he faces many legal and social, economic, and political challenges, and he will need to start rebuilding the reputation of the country in the international community, he stated. The controversial journalist, who has had a run-in with the White House press secretary, also spoke on the U.S.-Africa relationship under the Joe Biden administration. He said the U.S. wants to continue to dictate to Africa rather than see her as a partner. So, while China delivers projects for the continent, the U.S. is trying to impose gay rights and climate change discourse, citing the example of the U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris' visit. He said she did not have anything to offer. The Chinese were delivering roads, bridges, and infrastructure, but she went empty-handed. Nigerians have this to say. President Muhammadu Buhari did greatly well in the regards. I am confident but we take it to the next level. Just a play. Can he build integrity that he does not have? Tinubu's major challenge first is to secure Nigeria from those seeking to destroy it. Can a man without integrity build the country's integrity? These are reactions from Nigerians. How can a drug baron rebuild Nigeria's reputation in international community? He should first rebuild his integrity. Let him build himself. Let him build himself first. Let him sort everything, court cases first. There is no problem with Nigerians' reputation in the international communities. The problem with Nigerians' reputation is here in Nigeria. Recall our reputation is a problem with the like of Ike Kweremado, a former deputy Senate president in our midst, with kidney transplant issue in Britain alone. And someone said, sorry for Nigeria project. Tinubu's major challenge is his old age and health condition. Then what integrity of the man with multiple integrity scandals has to rebuild image of a country before international community when the same international community are seeing him as a criminal. Once they see him, they will say, here comes the criminal of Nigeria. Oh, that is harsh. Can a criminal rebuild a damaged reputation of a country? The answer is no. Okay, Nigerians, what's your take on this? You've all heard it now. Let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not. Thank you.